Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here with you today. My name is Graham. I'm an expert project manager in the construction sector. I've trained as a building surveyor, and I've been in the industry for over 20 years. It's a long time. It's great to be here with you today. I've been wanting to do this for a long, long time. I just haven't had the time or perhaps the inclination, if I'm honest. I've been wanting to do this for 2 or 3 specific reasons. One is to help people that are finding their feet in construction, whether you're doing, a self-managed project, which a lot of people are doing now. It's a great industry to be involved in. Whether you are an experienced project manager who's looking for a bit of guidance, a bit of advice, it's a tricky world out there, especially, design and build, contracts, JCTs, NECs, and so on. And generally, the other side of it is the senior leadership roles. So I've operated as a COO, as an operations director, construction director, and so on. My journey, I started on the tools over 20 years ago. 2005, I was digging 2-meter trenches by hand. I still got the arthritis in my hand from that as proof. And every winter, it sort of hits me quite hard. I've operated in the high-end residential sectors. I've operated in the commercial sector. I've operated as a client-side representative, as main contractor. I've operated, in many, many different ways. And, I've found quite a few of my own hacks, if you will, or systems that have really, really helped me to be successful in that industry. I've done £15 million office fit outs at Fenchurch Street. I've had a wonderful career and I'm so grateful for it. The big part about project management, for me, it's all about risk management. And obviously, as I go through the videos, I will go into more detail on every category. And I absolutely welcome you guys along for the journey. If you have any questions, you want to reach out, please do. I'm going to put out some checklist PDFs to help people who are doing their own self-builds. So a part of that is I had 2 friends of mine that one is in the industry as a plasterer who's sort of taking on bigger work, and a good friend of mine did her own project. And just from watching what they went through, I gave them a lot of guidance from the beginning, in terms of what to look at, valuations, programs, contract selection, contractor selection, and so on. And it was pretty clear to me that a lot of people really want to get into this industry, but I'm not really sure what the best way to do that is. And I've pretty much made every mistake you can make under the sun. So, if you want to learn something and avoid that, then, I'm your guy for that. I'm going to go through everything from dispute resolution through to contract selection, JCTs, you name it, really. I'm going to add a lot of anecdotes, stories that I've been involved in. I'm sweating a little bit because I'm in Mauritius at the moment. It's 6:37 in the morning. This is a little bit of my journey as well. So this is my property that I built in 2020. It's a big house for myself, and I've got a lot of other apartments here. Something I'm deeply proud of. I'm not scared to admit that it's been the hardest project of my life in more ways than one. This is my home. This is what I've done and what I love to do. So if you guys want to come along for the journey, please do. If you have any questions, you want to reach out, please do. I will absolutely do my best to get back to you. This is all about support. This is all about giving you the tools that have helped me be successful in my career and continue to help me be successful in my career. And, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I'm a little bit, getting on a bit. I'm no spring chicken anymore. And, a big part of my career has been senior leadership. And the one thing I've always naturally gravitated towards is developing others. It's something I didn't really know about myself until I got into leadership roles, is that I absolutely love to mentor and coach people and bring them through. There's nothing better for me than watching somebody who didn't even realize they had the skills become something really, really great, something really accomplished. I've helped a lot of people become from laborers, become project managers and so on. And, I'm lucky enough to say that most of the people I've worked with, I've got 15, 16-year relationships. And I think that's a testament to perhaps how I work. I think one of the best attributes I have is that I'm really calm under pressure. I'm always the calmest head in the room, despite what's going on. I back myself to troubleshoot through any problem. And I think that's kind of what I want to impart on you guys is no matter how it feels, no matter where you are in a project, there's always a solution. Sometimes you need to take a step back to find the solution. Sometimes speak to somebody else helps you find the solution. So yeah, I can't wait to get started. I'm at the moment working on putting together a project management book, which is going to have a lot of supplements. It's going to have JCT contracts. It's going to have things like valuations, how they're done, checklists. I've got a PDF checklist that I'm working on at the moment that I will pop in the link below so that you guys can take that. That'll get you a head start. Obviously, you don't have to pay for everything. It's all free. I just want to help people get ahead in life, get ahead in their projects, feel in control. The biggest part for me in project management where you really make determines the success or not is how you manage the risk. It's how you manage the certainty, and cost certainty is an absolute number one goal for me. Program certainty. Choosing the right contractors to make sure that you don't end up in disputes, that you don't end up in delays. I suppose here's a funny anecdote for you, really. Well, I hope it's funny. I've interviewed countless amount of people. I've hired and unfortunately fired countless amount. And it's my experience. I've never once had a person come to me in an interview and say to me, I delivered projects. They were late, they were over budget, but the clients were happy. And in my experience, that's normally the route it goes. There's always unforeseens. You try and factor in contingencies, you try to overcome problems, but invariably you're working with humans, with a lot of different people. And, resourcing is a big problem. Programming is a big problem. Getting deliveries on time is a big problem. And for me, that's what a project manager does. So for me, a project manager is like the quarterback in an American football team. He's the one that's pulling the strings, it's coordinating. You plan for success, in my opinion, and that allows you to be reactive in the moment to problems and to overcome them in the best way. So look, if you want to be along for the journey, please come and join me. I'm going to do my best to put something out every week. If I get a bit of momentum, then I'll try to put out more. Reach out to me. If you want to private message me, if you want to give me a shout, if you want to have a conversation, please do. I'm more than happy to do that for you. Any advice you need, I'm here. And I really, really look forward to taking this journey with you guys. Have a good day and keep fighting the good fight. Bye.